Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Kati mukoye. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Hussein Ali Bulafu are my names. I'm an Islamic Law consultant at UMCA Foundation, lecturer Islamic University in Uganda, Faculty of Islamic Studies and Arabic Language, Department of Sharia. I'm a father. That's my full-time job. I'm a husband, another full-time job. And my other jobs are part-timed. I have a reason, after praising Allah, and may His peace and blessings be upon His beloved Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. I'm only going to make my brief speech in 4 points. I thank my senior Sheikh, Bukhar, Hamza, Sheikh Shafiq, Mafu, and Hafiz, Mwada, for blessing this occasion. Let me ask you a simple question. But are you and people like me attested that tukulambirowozo ngate emyaka girabikanga egikyali? And what the world is doing today is people they are busy growing old, and there is nothing like development in their minds. Those are two psychological terms. There is a difference between growth and development. It's unfair to be 40 years old, 30 years old, and you reason like a 20-year-old. Just like it's really unfair for a 20-year-old to reason like a 40-year-old. Are you getting my point? Islam respected a lady, provided 4 titles to a lady. The reason as to why my seniors requested me to use English, I know people don't pick some Luganda here, and I want this message to go to you. Islam respected a lady, first of all, as a mother. How many mothers are here? Please, just raise up your hand. And how many abatannaba kuzaala? And how many are not even married? Nkakasa mutide buti kuwanika mikono. Ate abali embuto nga byogobako mu maaso awo. Saba Allah akwanguyize. Islam respected a lady first of all as a mother. And I normally think of this being unjust today. Society is busy trying to train. Have you ever heard of that? We are having a young girl who is 25 years old, 30 years old. She's not even thinking to be a mother. She's thinking to build up her career, which is okay. But please think of this fact. There is no lady that will ever be considered in a society with much respect. Okujja konga, you've sacrificed something to see a life on earth. And what bothers me most, many of ladies have the ability to give birth, and they are busy definitely dodging to give birth. A simple example. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala knew that the first full-time job for a lady is a mother. That's why a Quranic profound verse was like, أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم فوصينا الإنسان هكذا الآية أيوة بوالديه. Allah was like, we enjoined any human being, mankind, to make sure they treat well their parents. And that's a mom, primarily. Allah gave a reason حملته أمه وهنا على وهن. The reason as to why you have motherhood as your first full-time job is the story you're having as you were pregnant. That alone. And if you have your mom here, come on, you really have to respect her. Why? Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam was too fair in trying to guide to us if you're thinking of giving love to your parents. You know what happened? When the companion marched to the Prophet, Prophet was like, Ummuk, love your mom. Once, twice, and thrice. But do you know what I normally challenge young blood girls with that? Are you sure you're a kind of mom who is worth being loved thrice? Or you think it's just by default? It's like Prophet was trying to mean, as you give birth as a mom, you have a lot to do to make sure your kids see the worthiness in loving you thrice. And we have very many kids who love their dads more than their moms. I call that being unfair as a mom. You're a failure. How dare you? You must be loved thrice as compared to the guy. And I'm seeing very many mothers who don't qualify being loved thrice today. If we have a mom who is 25 and 28 years, Muslima, nakona akongerako, ate Muslim, and she finds sense in not breastfeeding her own kid just because imbwagenda kugwa ku mulembe abasajja baleme mukolachi atenga mufumba ali maka kati omwana namuyonsako omwezi ogumu omwana oyo for 1 month namuzza ku mataga no this nutritional bit namuzza ne ku chupa baka mawa na mata ne bagaba mwana atandise chupa 2 months omwana oyo goyagala akufukamirire after 20 years. You think it's going to come by just obviously? Haven't you heard of stories of moms, a mom being slapped by their own kid? Does it make sense to you? It's because we are losing it as we are raising them up. Please, that's the first title, that's the respect. You really have to be proud as a mom. You're not even married, but you're already preparing a family planning method you're going to adopt to. Not even married yet. Olwokuba oli wa medical, oli wa medicine, owane advise, please use this one. And because you think that you can speak some good English, you're finding sense in that? People are busy. Obandi mubasabula nnyo. Yakati nsabasabule mmwe. I'm just being honest. I'm not offending anyone here. Please. Era wonaba ogenda kunkyayira wano. Nkwegayidde fuluma mu bufulumi bwerwawo. Oleme funa kyakunkyawa. You're doing injustice to your title as a mom. Please, muzukukenga obudde bukyali. When did you attach motherhood to money? Bikwataganirawa. Does it mean that when your kid and son or daughter is not attending education to a nice school in the society, mutosobola beera mama mulungi? Are you sure your grandmother asembayo bo wokusatu yatwala jjajjaawo oyo omulala ku ssomero ly'otwalako abaana bo? Why do you even kneel down and you're having those disciplines? Bazikuteekamu batya? But society is busy training us that just because omuntu mwavu katalina na right ebeera na mwana we. Since when? And since when did we think that money is everything? Are you sure? If you still claim that money is everything, one, we are like, you're not yet exposed enough. That's a fact. If you believe that money is everything, you're not yet exposed. Come on. We know of very many people that are well off. Personally, sina we, and I know even my fellow sheikhs have that. Personally, I know of very many people who are well off, and wallahi al-azim, they are living in hell on earth. Kati olya olw'okuba ssebo, gw'olya chapati as ekyemisana, olowooza obona abona. Please, let's try to reason out this. As I wind that title, one, let me wind that point with this. I want to recognize my two moms that are here, Hajat Hafsa and Hajat Mariam. I won't order them to stand up, but I'm simply requesting, I just want them at least to stand up and wave. Please. Walaikum salam wa rahmatullah. My point I wanted to raise, society is busy training young girls to delay becoming mothers. Nga babalowozesa tisooka okolwa akalimu ako yiriba ne ka business k'otandise emyaka gye 10 omwana ojja mulowoozaako mu maaso awo. You really want to tell me that when Hajat Hafsa, Hajat Mariam, Hajat Madina we bayimirira we bati nga there are 2 generations, 3 generations, I'm a father, come on, kati ba fail yambwe olwokuba baakeera okuzaala? No, you are the failure that is going to get 40 years old with the ability of giving birth, nengo omwana wo top class graduate. Are you getting my point? Top class graduate maiche kitegeza ngo yuwa myaka ana. Wowe taatano ngali mu mmeka. Oyogeredde omwana awulirize. Who is telling you that? And when we are like Islamically, please, as early as 20s, when a chance comes, go in funa abaana bo. You get to 40, ngotandise n'okufuna ebirowoozo by'abazzukulu. Some of the reasons as to why. Many people who are elderly, bafa, it's because of lack of companionship. Omuntu buli wayambuka mu nkaaga and above, all they need is someone close to them, banyumye, and those are going to be grandkids. Now what imani mama wo omukola injustice, your daddy omukola injustice, bagenda kwefiira mu kayumba kaabwe nga mwenna abawala mwafumbirwa n'abaana abalenzi baawasa muli eyo mweyagala n'amaka gammwe, abandi bawadde abazzukulu in 40s ne beeyagala nabo. Are you being fair to them? Please be a man. Islam respected you as a wife. And I know you have your funny dramatic stories. Musajja wa ntapa sente, musajja wa ngankuba. Ebibannaye musajja wo kirayike kusema mutanna bwiga. Allah yakugerera bugerezi. How dare you think all men are like that?
Are you sure? If you get the wife of Sheikh Buhari, agarabola chichimu, muzuri yako nesho nyabo. Ndisebo, abona abalungi baje, I know people are enjoying marriage, but just because they are spokesperson, tubachongerako, kati mwabona abona kwaba ndo obuzindalo, and the human rights people are busy making claims of that. People are enjoying marriage, come on.
You're watching ngenda wale wa Sheikh Buhari. My wife, she's enjoying marriage. Because at least I know she's doing that. Kuba namwogereza nkimanyi. And that's why she's being a perfect mother. Katekanka. By the way, ne wa haja akyogeddeko. No, she's enjoying marriage. Kambabulireko bantu mmwe. Please, please, if you're giving your opinion mu bantu, learn it from here. Your history. This is a principle, byonna byerabira naye kano kajjukire. Your husband is going to focus ku past yo, and you as a wife, you need to secure your future with them. Baawo gwoyagala akuwase bw'aba akunoonya akebera mu history wo, ate gwe oba omukkiriza otunulira mu maaso osekiwalinga alina sente mmeka, again anaasobola okundabirira. Those are two facts, and this is where you lose it. Nyabo olw'okuba odaze relationships 8 at 28, you think you deserve a microphone ojje wano otuwe ku magezi with 8 failing relationships nga kitumanyi na kumanya. Are you the problem or the problem is ababakuvaako? That is also another question. Because if you are the problem, gwe category ate endala weetaaga musawo. Sheikh Buhari ndowooza oba weetaaga musawo. If they are the problem, then we cannot humanity. Allah yakugezesa bugezesa. Am I making a point? Please, Muslima, before you get someone to marry you, make sure you beautify what you're going to call history. No man, aina kumagezi, I repeat, underlined, aina kumagezi, will miss out checking the history of a girl. Gwayagala okuwasa. Erojja kuleta motivational speaking zizo. The past is the past. Me, I'm not there. I'm a new version now. Nayenga fetumugamba nti nedda. You have to consider that past. Ategwe. Past w'omusajja ayinza obutakukolera. You want to secure the future. Oyagala mmere enkya.
If you understand those two facts, everyone respectively is going to position themselves, and that's the respect in Islam. Even when a Muslim man is trying to divorce their wives, in Islamic law,
tituula ku meza with your wife and ask her, my wife, oli muyombi nnyo tutulemaganye. Mbadde nsaba nkuwa ettalaka eno oti nange ensira eno naye njagala nkuweeyo obukadde 2 ofune entandikwa. That's only in Islam. Divorced woman igwali wano. Did your husband do that? When Sheikh Mafu is busy telling us to look for pious religious men who is going to put such an implementation, nga mugamba nti agenda soma nnyo aya. Kumbe we binaagaana yayinamu empisa yogamba nti bannaye Allah yatutegeeza nti wala tansawul fadla bainakum. Don't be too dumb to forget the good memories you had with this wife. So respect them even when you're parting ways. And that's the guidance. I'm only having 4 minutes. The third title: Islam respected a lady as a sister. And I normally give out this historic tradition authentically to justify that. One day Jabir radiyallahu anhu yagenda ne yeewasiza omukyala yeekulidde mu myaka n'alekawo abaana abatenvuumuula ebiseera ebyo. When you march to the prophet, nabbi n'amubuuza nti Jabir, did you even marry a young girl oba wasizza muntu mukulu? Jabir n'agamba nabbi nawasizza mukyala mukulu. And prophet was like, singa kale wawasizza akaana akato n'onyumirwa ku laavu ne muzannyazannyamu awo. Listen to the reason Jabir gave. Jabir was like, Ya Rasulallah, both my parents, dad and mom, bafiira mu lutalo. And they left behind many of my young sisters. And the reason as to why I decided to marry an old lady, I never wanted to get down to a youth, a teenager, but aniko okusikanga n'omugwa ne bawala bange ne basisters bange abo abato. That's why I decided omuntu eyazaalako edda nga muzadde asobole okunkuliza basisters bange nga bali ku mulamwa. That's a brother talking. And Islam respected you as a sister. And lastly, Islam respected you as a daughter. In an authentic tradition from Aisha, a lady marched to Aisha. She was a mom of 2 daughters. And then she was like, I have nothing to feed my daughters with. Aisha anyumya nti yaddira entende 3 wafi riwaya, 1 date, a big one. Najiwa maama oyo, you know what this mom did? Nayawulizamu, bakiyita bisecting. Nayawulizamu entende eyo, naawa abaana be, ye n'atalya mama gwe twogerako. When Prophet came back at home, Aisha narrated that to him. She was like, omukyala azze wano n'abaana b'abawala 2. Ne muwa ebyokulya ng'enjala ebaluma. Naye ye n'atalya, naawa abaana be 2 balye. Prophet was like, manibtuliya bishay'in bilbanati fi shay'in. If anyone is being tested with the daughters in any way, in any situation, Prophet was like, kunna lahu sitrun minan nar. Those daughters are going to act as a barrier for you as a parent from hellfire. Daughters. And in another narration, Prophet was like, if anyone is having more than 2 daughters or maybe 1 daughter, Prophet was like, and they raise them well, we are going to be together in Jannah. It's only on a girl child. Katinoveyo notandika okulangira obusiraamu tebwagala obusiraamu, human rights z'obusiraamu buli wansi, obusiraamu tunyigiriza nga abakyala. Are you really fair? No, you're not. And I want to wind my session with one guidance. Please make sure if you fall in any of those titles as a Muslimah, do justice to it. If you're a mother, be a mother. That's your full-time job. Other jobs, at least let them be part-timed. And I normally give guidance. Good enough some entrepreneurs were here. A sister Islamically, a Muslim Islamically is designed to be a boss, not to be employed. You normally give Khadija as an example. Radiallahu anha. Who told you that Khadija was employed? Bamukeze sawa 11 mwezi okumacha. Ngata ina abana abokuwe chenja. She was a boss. And I normally give guidance to young blood sisters who are working. And I'm like, if you're in 20s and 30s, that's your time to work. Okay, you're being forced. But please, as you're working, invest. You don't want to get to 40s. Ngocha ino kuyiriba. Kumacha. Empoda ne kutwala. No regular. Ne kuza. No. Please, you save and invest, or you earning or to the worker. Please, be a nice sister. You're doing justice to the society. Be a nice daughter. You're doing justice to the society. Be a nice mother. You're doing justice to the society. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala grant us that guidance. Umba munyigidde bantu mmwe. Okujjako nga tebaakukuza. Wemba njogedde nga mu butuufu. Byenjogedde tebikusanyusa. Onansonyiwa wandibadde onsonyiyira wano. Naye kyembadde nkola. I know the society is being too unfair to someone who is misinformed. Ne Sheikh Bukhari, mwandi musonyiye nno kubanga buli kyayogedde wano. It's with your own goodness. Bona ayagala oli waddembe okwekunamira. It is okay. Me, I normally tell my students, zisikuyinaako buzibu. Weekunamire sinze yasse etteeka ly'okwebikkirira. Nti wabula kyenja okukola kijja kuba kimu. Nti omwana omuwala bw'akunama, ffe abakulaba tetukoowa. Naye ate ggwe ekitiibwa kyokola ki? Obudde bumpeddeko, but I would have at least explained the logic behind Islam giving you this beautiful and attire. Manyi ebintu bino mubitegeera kifuula nnenge. Oli bizo otunuulira bbugumu ly'olina kati, oli bizo otunuulira inconvenience nga wuzo etuuse, ate ogyeko akakaya, ate ogire biki. That's what you're focusing on. But there is some other things that make sense. If you focus on them, if you get to know them, ojja kwebikkirira nga tewali akukoze eki akugambye. Wa barakallahu fikum. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.